So when we arrived on scene, the Clemson Drive in Cordova, we arrived to the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office, as well as the Canaan Dive Team was en route to us. We quickly assessed the situation. We made contact with the gentleman's wife. She said that he was attempting to get one of his dogs out of the water from hunting, slipped in the river. The swift current took his feet from him. He was able to grab a hold to a tree limb in the middle of the river. When we arrived, we quickly assessed the situation, realized that we couldn't see him due to the dense woods and the swampland that was surrounding him. So based on the fact that we couldn't see him and we couldn't analyze the true situation, myself and firefighter Jackson began walking through the edge of the Edisto River about roughly a quarter of a mile till we were able to locate him and his dogs. The dogs were at the base of a tree. He was about 100 yards away from the dogs in the middle of the river. We began talking to him, trying to check on him, see how he was feeling. He expressed to us that he was very weak, very, very cold, said that he'd been there probably 45 minutes to an hour. Due to the swift current, it being very, very dark, we both were armed with little flashlights. We began talking to him. Firefighter Jackson began calming him down, gave him some orders to take his hip waders off and clothing to make him lighter, so if we needed to swim, if he needed to swim, that he could do so. While talking to him, I quickly knew that time was not in our favor. We didn't have enough time to, per se, get a dive boat in or make some type of boat rescue. So I began devising a plan. I located a pile of vines next to him on the banks of the river. I told him if need be, I was going to get him to jump for the vines, and that I would jump in the water and grab him, and I would try to swim him back to firefighter Jackson. With that unfolding within a matter of 30 seconds, he had made the leap. I jumped in the water. He was able to grab hold of a tip of a vine, so I jumped in and swam to him, grabbed him up underneath his arm, swam him to the bank where firefighter Jackson met us, and he was able to pull him to the banks and escort him out of the water.